Good afternoon, race fans, and welcome to NASCAR Camping World Truck Series GarageCam presented by Mobile One. The trucks are back for the first time since 2012. The Camping World Truck Series are here at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, and we're going to take you inside the garage for the next 30 minutes. Let us know who you want to see, what you want to see. Look at the exhaust pipes to start out on this 94 truck. If those were real flames, I think we'd all be faring pretty well. It is definitely warmed up since our first garage cam this morning, but it's still just a little bit chilly. But don't worry, for the next half hour, we're going to keep you guys entertained as long as you log into that chat room on the side of your screen and let us know what you guys want to see. As we said, the Camping World Truck Series back here for the first time since 2012. And I can't believe it's been that many years. The Truck Series have been coming here since 2004. Bobby Hamilton won in a thrilling finish. And then they followed it up in 2005 and 2006 with fantastic finishes. The trucks know how to put on a show here. Teams all hanging out outside their trucks, getting them all ready to go for their practice this afternoon, starting at 2:30. We got some people in the chat room. Our first in the chat room for this afternoon's Garage Cam is Lenny Whitehead. Welcome back, Lenny. You want to see the 14 of Daniel Hemrick? Well, we will make sure that we find our way over to that truck. We're kind of in a parking lot here, but you know what? It's old school racing. Out in the parking lot, open garages, everything's in the open air. Getting ready to go. And look who we have over here. We've got Ryan C., driver of the 39 truck. Ryan is pulling double duty tomorrow, running both races. How are you preparing for both these events?
But they're getting it through tech, but it's going to be a lot of fun with the pull-apart Chevrolet here in Atlanta. I had to pull double duty. It's always good to get more experience because 3 hours of practice today, and that'll help us out in the Xfinity and the truck. So just trying to get more track time. Plus, it's my hometown, Atlanta home track. So,
what is the biggest difference for you going literally from the Xfinity car tomorrow afternoon straight into this Camping World Truck Series truck?
Not too much. The Xfinity cars are a little faster, which you got to put the lid off and do a little bit more strategic things, and these things are pretty wide open most of the race, and it'll fall off a little bit, but they're so boxy and got a big blade and a big side. They'll handle pretty good.
What's it like for you being able to know that you get to put on two shows for your hometown and your home state here?
Oh, it's a lot of fun. I'm ready to get out there.
Awesome. We'll let him get to it. Thanks for joining us on Garage Cam. Ryan Sieg driving the number 39 truck tomorrow evening in the Camping World Truck Series race, and driving the 39 in the NASCAR Xfinity race tomorrow afternoon, both of which can be seen live on Fox Sports 1. We're going to keep moving around here. Ryan Dunn, so pumped for Garage Cam. Can't wait to see the number 10 to Jennifer Jo Cobb. Her truck's just right down the road from here. We're going to begin to make our way over in that area. I don't know if our camera guy can see this, but I like the hood of this truck already because it's got Annie Ann's pretzels on it. Those are pretty good. That's never a bad choice to have as a sponsor in the garage. Plenty of warm pretzels, soft pretzels, some cheese, some mustard, whatever you want to go with it. That segment right there was, of course, for our usual host of Garage Cam, Matthew Dillner. We can't go a show without talking about food in some capacity. The number 75 truck. These trucks warming up and cranking up big time for you. It wasn't this truck. It wasn't the truck of Mason Mingus here seen in front of us. There's John West Townley. Louis DiDonato, you want to see Ty Dillon. We're going to make sure we get over there. Got a couple requests for Daytona winner, Tyler Reddick. See if we can't get him on the show a little bit later on. crew of this 15 truck working on underneath on the left-hand side, putting it up on the scales for a minute. I never thought in my life that I would see camouflage chickens. But when you look really close at this truck and you look at the fenders, there it is. There's camouflage chickens on here. I didn't know that was a thing. Something for you to ponder on this beautiful Friday afternoon. How exactly a chicken can be camouflaged? Well, it can, right here on the side of the Zaxby's truck. John West Townley, another one of those guys who's got a car here, or a truck here in the Truck Series garage, and a car over in the Xfinity Series garage. And here's the Allegiant.com, number 23 of Spencer Gallagher, always entertaining on NASCAR.com. I believe he's up in the front of the hauler talking to his crew, getting things ready to go and ready to go racing later this afternoon, and then practicing this afternoon, if I can get my schedules right, racing tomorrow evening. And right next door, we have another guy who is doing the double tomorrow. Ty Dillon, going to be driving this 33 truck that sat on the pole in the Camping World Truck Series race last week in Daytona. Looking to get a pole and get another victory, because Ty Dillon, the last time the Truck Series were here in 2012, was your victor, taking home the trophy and the big check here at Atlanta Motor Speedway in the Camping World Truck Series. A little bit of a break in between, but looking to still go back-to-back. We have got all sorts of people in here for Camping World Truck Series Garage Cam today. I love it. Love it. Chat room is exploding. People are all over the place asking requests, letting us know what they want to see. We're going to have to work on this show, boys. Over here, Corbin Forster's truck, number 08. Tilted Kilt sponsorship on the side of this truck. Some fancy artwork all up and down the side panels of this machine. As we keep making our way through, the number 6 of Norm Benning. There's Norm in the gray sweatshirt, doing what Norm does as a racer, working on his truck, always working on it, always giving everything he has for it. Of course, Norm, how can you forget the miracle at Eldora, getting his truck into that race? Here he is, still fighting hard and working hard to keep going. True racer through and through. And we had a bunch of requests for Jennifer Jo Cobb's truck, and right here to our left is the number 10 of Jennifer Jo Cobb. Team looking to continue a pretty solid run for them last week at Daytona International Speedway. It's always about survival, and that's just what they did in order to earn themselves, I believe, a top 20 finish. And speaking of people with a good finish, how about Ray Black Jr.? Last Friday night in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series event at Daytona, bringing this number 7 truck home to a top 5 finish. And I believe we have Ray over here. He's going to be able to chat with us. Ray Black Jr. over here, top 5 at Daytona International Speedway. How does that feel?
Man, it was one of the best days of my life. You know, we had a lot of friends and family from Scuba Life down, and everybody was so happy. We went down to the bar afterwards and had some good times and good memories, man.
For the fans who don't know what this team's capable of, just kind of tell us about this team, how you guys got here, and what you guys look forward to doing this year.
Well, it's a small team. You know, we're right in Morrisville. You know, we got a lot of work to do to catch up with the bigger teams, but we're doing a really good job of just hanging in there. And I think this weekend will prove to everybody that we have what it takes to be up there in the top 10 each week. So we'll see.
How excited are you to go from Daytona, a 2.5-mile track, relatively new pavement, to this old gritty track that just wears and tears on cars and forces you to drive?
Man, I'm ready. That's kind of what I've always liked in my career, is just rough and tough and tearing up tires and just sliding everywhere. So I think it'll suit us pretty well. So we'll see.
All right, Ray Black is going to get in this truck, and he's going to show it what it has. Thanks for joining us on GarageCam this afternoon. We're going to hop behind the wheel of this truck and try to show everyone what they got. Bye. As you can see, another shot of Ray Black Jr.'s truck, and we're actually going to come over to the truck next door over here. We got kind of a cool story of a local kid who's going to be racing in the Camping World Truck Series race today. We got over here, we've got Garrett Smithley. We're going to go ahead and go buy your truck here, man. This is a slick looking truck. We're going to go ahead and go over here and buy it. Our camera guy is going to go over here. We're live on NASCAR.com GarageCam. We got Garrett Smithley.
Right
We're live right now on the internet.
What's going on?
How's everything going for you so far?
Going really, really good. This is my Truck Series debut. Coming back home. This is my home track. Started racing Legends of Bandoleros here, so this is just it's a storybook. You know, I hope it's a storybook ending by the time it's all over. But it's been amazing coming back, and I've been in through here probably hundreds of times, so it's awesome to come back.
I was going to say the Legends Garage usually is all right in here sometimes when there's other events going on, and now you're here with an awesome truck sitting next to you.
Back home, yeah. Usually I think we're parked, you know, right there, like next to the road course. But my first start in Bandoleros was during Cup weekend. We raced, I think, before the truck race in 2007. So it's awesome to come back here, come back home. Really awesome. I want to talk about HeroBox.org for a second. They're based in Peachtree City, which is where I grew up and graduated high school, and really happy to have them on board. They send custom care packages to deployed service members overseas. So we actually have 5 veterans coming out, 5 veterans and active duty service members coming for the weekend, coming tomorrow for the races. So really special to have them on the car and or on the truck. And SegPay, online merchant payment processing company, they're supporting us too. So hope we put on a good show for you guys.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot now for the fans watching at home who might not know you. Who was your hero growing up as a race car driver?
Dale Jarrett. Dale Jarrett's always been my hero. When I was about 3 years old watching the Cup Series, I saw his car, the number 88 Ford Quality Care Ford Thunderbird, and it was painted up like an American flag. And I was like, American flag car, that's my car. So I've always been really patriotic, and it's amazing to come back and support veterans, support our troops.
All right, Garrett, well, we thank you for coming on the show. He's got a good cause on the car. Making his first start here. Best of luck to you. Thanks for having us on GarageCam.
Thank you.
Parts and pieces and cars and trucks moving all over the place here. As you can see, this ride for Garrett Smithley making his first ever Camping World Truck Series start this weekend here at Atlanta. Hometown boy. We've made it through the first half of the garage for you race fans. We're going to go over to the other half now and start the second half of our show as we pass the number 02. Of Tyler Young. We're going to do kind of a crossover move. Go to the back left side and then make our way all the way up toward the front here. So let's see. While we're walking, and we're following shoes. Free sponsor plug for whoever made my shoes. I honestly don't know. There we go. Now we got some racing stuff going on. Nicholas Welch, you want to see the number 1 of Timmy Hill's truck? We passed that a little bit earlier. Sorry for missing the shout out for you there. We got all sorts of stuff. Lenny Whitehead, you want to see Matt Crafton? We'll get up to his truck here in a little bit. Those requests for Tyler Reddick keep coming. We're going to get to your Daytona truck winner. Here's the number 99 of Brian Silas over here in the garage, getting ready to roll. Lenny Whitehead, you wanted to see the number 63 of Garrett Smithley. I was talking to him, so we didn't get a chance to see your comment, but I see it now. And there you go. There's a shout out for you. Lenny Whitehead, you also want to see the number 14 of Daniel Hemrick. Well, here we go. Right next door to Brian Silas is that number 14 of Daniel Hemrick for NTS Motorsports. getting ready to race here at the high-speed Atlanta Motor Speedway. Probably going to be racing under the cool temperatures of the night. These trucks will be hauling the mail. And here we go, 2012 NASCAR Camping World Truck Series champion, James Busher. Behind the wheel of this number 31, with our NASCAR.com analyst, Chris Rice, as his crew chief. Let's see if Chris is around here anywhere. Well, the crew just told me Chris is in a meeting, so we'll have to come back to talk to him and see what's going on with this 31 truck. Of course, right behind the 31 truck here, we have the number 51 of Daniel Suarez, racing in both series again. These guys are gonna race 450 miles, 2 races, 2 different types of cars, 2 different types of weather conditions. They're going to race them both, though. So make sure you stay tuned to watch what happens for these guys that are pulling double duty. Team tuning on this engine, making sure she sounds good and she's ready to go. Hopefully you guys have your speakers turned up. Let your bosses know you're watching GarageCam. Let your people in your classroom know you're watching GarageCam. We had someone earlier who was in a biology class watching GarageCam. Make sure you get everything done you need to get done, though, but still enjoy it. Here's the number 13, Cameron Haley. For Thor Sport Racing, what are the red rims on this car or truck? Car and truck, they're tough, fans. It's easy to mess them up. The rookie stripes on the back of this number 13. And as we mentioned in the show before, also on the trucks, the names are going to be on the back of these Camping World Truck Series trucks for fans to identify where their favorite drivers are and how they're doing. Teams rolling some tires. Tigra, you said the sound is really good today. Well, of course it is. We have our own Jamie Vansel here with us this weekend. We always have a great group of guys working on sound for us at NASCAR.com to bring you everything you want to hear and everything you want to see. It's a great team that we have built up. And of course, our camera guy, Scott Fig Newton, providing all the pictures for you. This is one of the most fun garage camps to do. This is laid back. It's the truck series. Everyone's laid back. Everyone's having fun. But when it gets closer to this 30 minutes being done, these guys are going to be ready to go. As you can see up on the hauler, Ben Kennedy even watching the end of NASCAR Sprint Cup Series practice over his truck here. Moved over to Red Horse Racing during the off season. Had a good run at Daytona going. Unfortunately, caught up in a wreck, and of course that crazy big wreck that happened during the truck race Friday night at Daytona International Speedway. Looking for a good rebound here at the 1.5 miles of Atlanta. And Timothy Peters, another guy a lot of people expect to be battling for the Truck Series championship as we go along in this season. Both these drivers looking to bring Red Horse Racing a championship at the end of 2015. And here's another guy, Joe Nemechek, Front Row Joe as they call him, filling in the 34 car, obviously on the Sprint Cup Series side, but also going to be running in this number 8 truck in the Camping World Truck Series. Him and his son, John Hunter, splitting this ride usually. Both working really hard, and you got to admire this. Hey, and there is Timothy Peters. We're here on GarageCam. We're just hanging out over here at your box, and then you come rolling up. How about this number 17 Tundra getting ready to go out on the high banks of Atlanta under the lights tomorrow?
It looks good, don't it? It looks like the winner. That's what that's my story, and I'm gonna stick to it. So, really excited about being back at Atlanta. The last time we raced this truck was Homestead, and finished top 3 with it. So, looking to improve our position by 2 tomorrow night.
There's a lot of people that talk about Atlanta and Homestead, and both that they got multiple grooves. You can race all over. But this surface, I mean, it's like an old Rockingham. It just wears tires out nowadays.
Yeah, fall off is really huge. But, you know, we're going to have a great setup here. Can't wait to just get back out on the racetrack. It's been, you know, a couple of years since the last time we've been here. This place is fun. You know, there's nowhere to run and hide. You know, there's the bottom, the middle, or the top you can run. So we got 3 hours straight. We'll see what we got.
All right, Timothy Peters, apparently the number 17 equals winning for him in this 17 team. We'll see what they got as they go for the first checkered flag here at Atlanta since 2012. And here it is, the number 19 truck of Tyler Reddick. Took it to victory lane last week at Daytona International Speedway for Brad Keselowski Racing. Great moment for him and his team. A heck of a little good burnout there he had going on too. Always a big story when we come to the second race of the year is the winners who won at Daytona. And there's a lot of drivers, yes, you want the Daytona 500. Yes, you want to be a Sprint Cup champion. But no matter what series, when you come back the next week and you're the winner at Daytona, people want to follow you. People want to get to know what you're doing. They want to follow you throughout the entire season and see how you can follow it up. So no pressure for those guys over at Brad Keselowski Racing. Let's move back over to Thorsport. Here's the truck of God Bless America, Johnny Sauter. This is another guy who I would keep an eye on this week here at Atlanta because he's one of those guys that just loves to get down and race. And that's what this track allows these Truck Series drivers to do, is race, give it everything they have, and leave nothing on the line on this old surface. We keep talking about this old surface. We might as well tell you, this is the oldest surface on the NASCAR circuit. This surface has been around since 1997 when they did the reconfiguration of this track, moved the front stretch and the back stretch, and it's been better and better ever since. I know Carl Edward loves it. Kyle Busch, the owner of this truck, he loves it. Obviously, our well wishes to Kyle as he continues to recover. Justin Boston looking to do good in the number 54 for the boss this weekend. And we're here with Justin Boston, looking at your number 54 truck, our camera guy. We're live on NASCAR.com GarageCam. Daytona, not necessarily exactly what you were looking for, but a chance to rebound on this gritty old mile-and-a-half track this weekend.
Yeah, it's no secret Atlanta Motorsports has a lot of success. They won 7 out of the 8 last year, so I feel really good about our chances this weekend. And our Lucy Angel Toyota Tundra, it's going to be fast, I know it. We just got to have a good practice and really manage our tires and really get a good race setup for us come tomorrow, and I think we're going to be in good shape. Our goal is just to come out and rebound, like you said last week. Definitely didn't go how we wanted it to, and we're just going to go out there and do all we can today to get a good truck under us for tomorrow.
The trucks haven't been here since 2012. There's going to be a lot of drivers itching to get back out on this pavement. How much fun is this race going to be tomorrow night?
Oh, it's going to be a blast. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. I think the fans are going to get a good treat. You know, the rookie meeting I was just at, I mean, it was full. I mean, none of us have been here, so you're going to see definitely an interesting practice. But, you know, I'm really looking forward to it, and I know I have a good team behind me, so we're just going to go out there and do what we do.
All right, well, we appreciate you stopping by GarageCam. Best of luck to him as he gets ready to go tomorrow night under the lights here of Atlanta Motor Speedway. And he's going to do that. He's going to have to race some of NASCAR's best. The truck next to him, the number 29 of Brad Keselowski, is going to be behind the wheel of the truck this weekend. Looking to get a win here at Atlanta Motor Speedway for himself. He did it last year at Bristol Motor Speedway. Got the W there in August, his first truck win. Looking to repeat that performance in a way here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, driving this 29. We got over here, we got 2 trucks that are to keep an eye out for all season long. Every week, every race, all the time. We're going to have Matt Crafton and Eric Jones battling a lot this year. But you know what? Someone who wants to maybe do a little bit of different, and I'm just going to hand him the mic because this is what happens when we show up. We're talking about these 2 trucks are going to be ones to talk about all year long. But I believe you got a couple trucks over at NTS that you want to throw in the mix.
We do. You know, James Busher's in the 31 NTS Core 24 truck, Chevrolet, and then we got Daniel Hemrick all year in the 14. He'll be tough, but you know what? I do think Matt Crafton will be tough. Eric Jones is definitely going to be tough now that he's getting some time in a 54 car in the Xfinity Series. I'm telling you, track time is huge, and you're going to see that with him this weekend here at Atlanta, because the more you can run on the racetrack, the better you get, especially as young as he is.
Now with this racetrack, I mean, this is a gritty old racetrack. I keep saying it over and over again. But how much is going to change for a young driver like that going from an Xfinity car to a truck or even a Cup car if they're running any of those during the weekend? How much is it going to change out on the track?
Well, it's one thing we talk about on NASCAR.com a lot, how close they've gotten these series. You know, they changed the rules in the Cup side. The Xfinity has the same rule package that the trucks do. The big difference you see in a truck that you don't see in the Xfinity Series is the downforce. You have a lot of downforce in the truck. They're real stable, pushing a lot of air. And when they push a lot of air, that makes them just real comfortable. But the thing, you can get side by side and spin somebody out real fast. You can't do that in the Xfinity Series. Here at Atlanta, they're going to be at the top, they'll be at the bottom, run through the middle. So you're still going to have a lot of track time on this tire. The Goodyear brings a tire here, we call it the dual zone tire. And you get more time on it, you learn it better.
Now, Justin Boston, we just talked to him before you came over. He said he was in the rookie meeting, and it was slammed. How good of a show are we in for tomorrow night?
All you got to do is go look at the entry list. It's a lot of rookies in here, you know. But you know what? This is a growing series for NASCAR. This is where they get their young drivers. Jeff Gordon's retiring. We got to have somebody fill his slot. Chase Elliott's moving on to the Cup side. We got to have somebody fill his slot. But, you know, this is where we grow the young drivers. This is a good series to do it. It's a little cheaper to do it over here than it is in the Xfinity Series. So this is a good place to be able to bring a sponsor that you might not be able to take on that side of the garage to and be able to race all year.
All right, we're at Atlanta. I know this is one of your favorite tracks. Give us a send-off as we get ready to finish up GarageCam of a good old-fashioned Chris Rice excitement to be here in Atlanta.
You know what? I go back to winning 99 and the 12 of racing right here in Atlanta. And the 12 got up in the fence. I'm so excited to be here in Atlanta. It's warming up a little bit. It's still cold, but you know what? These race trucks in the Xfinity Series and the Cup Series, they're going to make it hot in here in hot Atlanta.
That's Chris Rice. We'll just call it a mic drop. Thanks as always for Chris, our NASCAR.com resident expert, stopping by. Get us through a little Truck Series GarageCam. We're getting close to being done. There's some drivers starting to show up from the Cup and Xfinity garages, getting ready to hop in these trucks. We got about 3 minutes left. Jeff Messer, you want to see a wide shot of everything? Well, we can give that to you. We're here at the front side of the garage, and we can go out and we can give you just a wide shot of everything that's going on here. But first, there's Eric Jones. We'll give you one. Look at Eric Jones. He's posing for photos and hero shots and all sorts of cool things. We got people messing around. We're here with Eric Jones. He's sitting here over making you superhero shots and all sorts of cool stuff for you. Nigel getting it done. How about that?
Yeah, he does a good job, doesn't he? He knows what's up.
All right, so we talked to you before Xfinity GarageCam. You had time to be out on the track in the 54 car. What did you learn from that as you take it over here to the Ford truck for this practice?
Well, just seat time. You know, anytime you get to be on a track, especially one you haven't been to, helps out. So for me, it was just getting a feel for the place. Hopefully I'll be able to translate some of the things I learned over there onto this side, but just hopefully we can have a good tundra over on this side of things and have another solid run this weekend.
You made one heck of a move at Daytona last Friday night trying to get a chance at the win. This place is known for fantastic truck finishes. If you're up there at the front, coming down to a green, white checkered or one to go, are you going to do anything you can to get the win? Move high side, low side?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, anytime we have a shot at the win, we're going to go for it. So hopefully we will at the end of the day. I'd love to be up there challenging for a win, and especially on a late restart. So hopefully we'll have a good enough truck to do it, and I have no doubt that we'll be able to.
All right, Eric Jones has no doubt he'll be able to race his way toward the front. Best of luck to him as he goes for a checkered flag. And there is the two-time defending Camping World Truck Series champion, Matt Crafton. Poor Nigel over here. Everywhere he goes, we show up. He thinks we're trying to kick him out, but we're really not. Crafton making his way over. It's even for the champion. You got to wear a little beanie every now and then. Keep the head warm, keep the blood flowing, keep everything going. Get everything ready to roll. Speaking of ready to roll, these trucks are getting ready to roll out onto the 1.5 mile Atlanta Motor Speedway. Matt Crafton looking to go for a win here at Atlanta. He's made the most starts of anyone here at Atlanta. He's been racing here all the way back from when the truck started back in 2004. And he's back now, going to be racing this 88 truck, looking for a 3rd consecutive NASCAR Camping World Truck Series championship. And you know what, Jeff Messer, I did not forget about you as we went and hijacked a couple drivers. We'll go ahead and get you a wide shot of this whole entire garage here. Cars are warming up. Crews are getting things out of the way. Everyone's getting ready to go and pull out on track for the first Camping World Truck Series practice here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And don't forget, you can catch this NASCAR Camping World Truck Series race tomorrow night, Saturday night, under the lights at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox Sports 1. We even got a local boy, Rutledge Wood, in here. And his new gig over here at NBC. And Brandon Hewitt. We got all sorts of people hanging out here in the garage. And you know what? We've got Rutledge Wood. It's GarageCam in your hometown, man.
I was just talking to my friend Luke Benke, who used to race legend cars here, because his friend Garrett Smithley is racing a truck tonight. And it was funny talking about, we had dinner a few years ago, and he and Luke used to always switch spots back and forth in Legends, who was going to win one week the next week. And now, it's really cool to see Garrett here getting his first truck start. It's awesome.
We ran into him a little bit earlier. How excited are you to be here? You don't have to travel this week. You can stay at home with your family.
It is awesome. You know, I love Atlanta Motor Speedway. We've always, known this is our home track. It's a special place for a lot of us, so to get to be here, I really want to try to bring all my daughters out on Sunday. I'm not sure they're quite ready, but my fingers are crossed. I just love being out here. Ed, Dustin, everybody, they take such good care of people here, such good care of the fans. I did pray for snow early in the week so that I could use that snowplow on my school bus, but it turns out we don't need it. It feels just like Daytona, so it feels great.
You know what, though? I have a feeling if we did get snow, I would vote for going and riding in the snowplow and helping move it all around the track.
I would have been happy to give rides, take people around. I mean, the fact that Top Gear let me buy some of the cars from there is absurd in the first place, but the fact that I own a jacked up school bus with a snowplow, it's pretty good times.
All right, Rutledge has got a jacked up school bus with a snowplow. We're getting ready to wrap up GarageCam. Thanks for joining us. Congrats from everyone on .com on the new gig. And as these trucks get ready to roll out, Ben Kennedy already in line out there. Trucks are getting ready to roll out. And as we begin to end the show, we do have to end it. I think there's only one way we can end it today. For a lot of people who love Star Trek, there's only one way we can end this, and that's with live long and prosper.